Okay, can you all see my screen now? Is it visible?
No, sir.
Just give me one moment. Okay, now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, so today what we are going to do is we are going to see the shortcut keys. Yesterday we did up to 19 shortcut keys. Now I and these shortcut keys also we did till 24. I think we are done. So I'll be starting the shortcut keys today from which is a combination of control and shift, so and some symbols also. So generally people use no control plus shortcut keys like control A, control B, C, D and Z. I posted a image also today in the group which has all the shortcut keys alphabetically arranged. So we have 26 alphabet, but control and J, there is no shortcut with control J. If you check it out here, I think I have mention that sheet here. It's not there. Some other sheet. Okay, but Control J there is no shortcut. Control Q there is no shortcut. Control M there is no shortcut keys, and there is one more. Control L and T, they both have the same shortcut to create a table. So out of 26, you have 22 shortcut keys with control and alphabets. Then we have shortcut keys with number also. So control and 7 does not have any shortcut, but control 1 to 0 there is a shortcut key. Or every combination has some result. Today we are focusing on the shortcut keys which are in the combination of control and shift. So I will just narrate. I will show you all them all. So this is the shortcut keys that you can see. We will apply the shortcut keys in the in some another Excel. I'm creating one more Excel, opening one more Excel, and now I will show you. So first key is Control Shift and uh, colon. Okay, so I'm pressing Control Shift and colon. I think you can see the keys that I'm pressing on my keyboard towards the bottom of the screen. So Control Shift and colon, you will see that it is giving me today's time, current time. So control, I will use the shortcut C plus S plus colon. It will give you the time, current time. Okay, so the next key is Control Shift and semicolon. So control and semicolon, if you do, it will insert date. Control plus colon, it will insert the date. If you do Control Shift and colon, okay, uh, it will insert the time. Okay, that we did already. So if I do control and colon, control colon, it will insert the date, and control shift colon, it will insert the time. Now if you want both together, then what you can do is you can once you can press control shift colon for the time and control colon for the date. So that is how you can go ahead with this. And yes, there is one more shortcut key, like if you want them together, control shift and single colon, control plus shift plus single colon. So that is just towards the left of the enter key. Okay, so these are the shortcut keys to insert date and time: control shift and colon and semicolon. So we will just mark them with a background color stating that we have done it. So alt H, and I will use this color as a filler. Okay, and F4, this becomes little dark, so alt H again, and we will use this one, a lighter one. Okay, and F4 to repeat it. Now next one, to change the view of the displaying cell values to formulas. So control and this tilt key. Okay, you can see that I have highlighted the shortcut keys in red. So suppose I have some formulas over here. So I say, suppose I say is equals to sum 100 comma 200. I close the bracket. Okay, now you want and I will do one more calculation, 200 into 300. And let's do one more formula. If uh, this is equals to this, comma, you can say match, comma, else you say do not match. Okay, close. So there are three formulas that I put in column D. Now I want to see that where all there are some formulas. So what I can do is I can just simply press control and colon. So control and colon, what it will do, it will open all the formulas. Okay, now you will see one more magical thing that has happened. So these are the three formulas that I put. So it is showing me all the formulas. It is with the help of this key control plus this single tilt colon, you can say, comma, inverted comma also you can say. And what are these? Can you tell me what has happened to this?
Time
These were
and
date
date
and time.
converted,
These were date and
time
time.
converted into numbers.
It converted into numbers. So if I say control 1, it will open the dialog box, right? Control 1 is a shortcut key to open the dialog box. Then again you can convert into date and time and like that. So if you convert it, it will show the date and all. But we can do again, sorry, control Z, control and this key you press again, it will come back to its normal position. Okay, so we move ahead. If you don't understand anything, you can stop me. I will repeat it. Alt H, I will select this color again, and yes, we proceed further. So to copy the formula from our cell, control and this colon key will copy the from our cell. So I want to copy this formula. So if I press control and this, so it is copying the formula. So control and single colon. Okay, control plus single colon. It will copy the formula from above. What is the alternate key to do that? Come on, I'm testing your knowledge. What is the alternate key to repeat the content of the previous cell? Come on.
Control D.
Very good.
Control
Control
D.
D. Control D also does the same thing. So say suppose I press Control D over here, it will copy. Now it is saying match. Why match? Because these two are matching. Okay. So this is the formula. I have put d4 is equal to d5. Now I want that it should remain d4 and d5. Even if I do this, it should remain in the this thing there. So what I can do is, what should I
Press
do?
dollars.
I will,
Press dollars.
yeah, I will put dollars. I will freeze it basically. I will do the C cell freezing. How do I freeze it? So I select the entire cell, then I press F4. F4 will put dollar sign. So when you put dollar sign, that means okay, the data column, the rows, the cell you have freezed. Okay. Now if I say control D, if I see control D again, I'm getting the same answer. Do not match. Why do not match? Because now it is matching these two cells only. Now what if I remove the formula? If I remove the this thing dollar sign from here, how do I remove the freezing? Again you select the cells, press F4, it will remove only $1. So now it has removed the dollar from the column. The dollar is there with the row. I will press again one more time F4. It has now removed the dollar from the row and put it to the column. I will press one more. So three times you have to press F4, F4, F4. It will remove the cell freezing. Then you can say Control D. Now when you do Control D, it will again copy this. And this is not matching, so it is saying can do not match. Okay. I think there is no one who is waiting in the lobby. So as of now, we are having 12 participants. Okay, fine. Is it clear with you, everyone?
Yes.
Okay. Next one is control minus, that is used to delete a column or row that you already know. So when I press control minus, so it will ask me control minus, sorry, I press control plus by mistake. So control minus, it will say delete. So delete cell left, shift cell up, entire row, entire column. If you want to delete the entire row and column, you can select. But what happens if I say shift cell left and I say okay? So it will delete, it will empty this column. See what has happened is we are on this cell. This cell is D7. ये D7 cell है. I am on this cell and I want to delete the content of this cell. So when I will delete the content of this cell, where it should it shift? So if you want the left right to come to the left, it will come. If you want this to go up, it will go up. Okay. So let me do it here. So control and minus, shift cell left. Okay. So the right thing has come to the left. Now if I do it otherwise, like shift cell up, what will happen? So it will remove this. If something is there, suppose I write my name over here and I put control plus this over here one. Let's say we have some guess. Now if I say control minus, if I say control minus, what will happen is you say shift cell up. So okay, I will put something below this cell also. Control 1, control 2. Okay, now I'm on this cell. I want to delete the content of this cell. So I say control minus and I select shift cell up. So what will happen? Uh, the content of the cell which is below, it will come up and it will create a space. Now if I say control minus and if I say shift cell left, what will happen? It will delete the content of this cell and it will move the right content towards the left. What if I do control minus and entire row, it will delete the entire row. Okay, control minus will delete the entire row, control minus and column will delete the entire column. But it is a two-step working. What we have seen so far is with control plus and the minus symbol, it is a two-step working. Now I want to delete this column in one single step. How can I do so? Anyone? I want to delete this entire column C in a single step.
Control plus space bar.
Sorry, you're not audible. थोड़ा सा loud बोले. Please be loud.
Control plus space bar.
Control plus space bar. Very good. Control plus space bar will select the entire column and then you can say control minus. So it is basically two step, but we are avoiding the dialog box. Okay. Now, if I want to delete the row, I want to delete this row. What is the shortcut key to select the entire row?
Control plus 9.
No, shift is space bar. See, always remember space bar select the row or column. Okay, entire thing. So if you want to select entire thing, you have to press space bar. Now, if you press it with control, it will select the column. If you press it with shift, it will select the row. Is it clear? So we have done control minus. Same thing happens with control plus. Control plus, same thing happens with control plus. Alt H H. I will just highlight this. कंट्रोल प्लस से क्या हो जाएगा इंसर्ट हो जाएगा सो इफ यू वांट टू इंसर्ट एनी रो आई वांट टू इंसर्ट वन रो ओवर हियर आई प्रेस कंट्रोल प्लस it will ask me what you want to do. I want to insert a row, entire row. So it has inserted an entire row. But if I press shift space bar, it will select this row. Then if I press control plus, it will insert another row. Okay, so that is control plus. If I want to insert a column, what I have to do is control space bar. It will select the column and control plus. It will insert the column towards the left. So whenever you do control plus, it will always insert the column towards the left. Control Z is for undo. Now you can move to the next part. You can move to the next part. Okay. Control shift is equals to insert columns and rows. So what is that? Control shift is equals to control shift is equals to Again the same dialog box, insert row, control shift is equals to, and again column also. Okay, so what if I have selected a column and I say control shift is equals to, it will insert another column, control shift is equal to insert another column. So if I select any cell, control shift equals to, it will give me an option what to insert. So control plus से भी वही होता है, insert control shift is equals to से भी वही होगा. Okay, then control shift and this what you will call a curve key to switch between displaying Excel formulas or their values in the cell. Okay, sounds interesting. Let us go to the formulas. I will need the formula. Here we have some formulas. So control shift and this, control shift and this tilde key, not doing anything. Control and tilde is only doing control, and this tilde key will show you the formulas, but control shift and this is not doing anything as such. So we will just remove this from here. This is basically not showing you the current this thing. I will put it on red color. We will just revisit it again. So this is red mark, red. Okay, then control shift and at the rate symbol to apply time formatting. Okay, so suppose I have mentioned a time over here and I press control shift and 2, control shift and at the rate symbol. It's already in time, so maybe I'll type something, some numbers. Now yes, this is what I wanted to show you. So this is the number, control shift and 2 I press, it will convert the number into time format, date and time format. Okay, so 14 Jan 1986, this is my date of birth, and if I want to convert it into number, it will be like what? Some vague thing is coming over here. Okay, so if we say 100 and control shift 2, it will convert this into time. Okay, like that. So that is rarely used, but it is a shortcut key to apply comma formatting. Okay, so this is important. Control shift and exclamatory sign. Exclamatory is above 1, so what we are studying is basically control shift and 1 2 3 4 5 6. These are all numerical. If you see the numbers in the keyboard, above the number you will see some symbols. Can you see, can you say yes?
Yes.
Look at your keyboard and you will see above the number you have some symbols. So first is exclamation, then you have at the rate, then you have hash, then you have dollar, then you have percentage. These are all shortcut keys which we never used, and today we are going to learn. Okay, so 2500, 3000. I will just avoid typing here. I will type here some numbers. I'm typing 3000, 4000, 5000, 10,000. Okay, now I press control shift and exclamatory sign. Control shift and exclamation. C plus S plus 1 exclamation. You can impress your boss, your colleagues, your girlfriend, your boyfriend if they like Excel by showing them these shortcut keys. Okay, and if you're able to do so, then give me the credit. Okay, so 25,000 I write here again. See, so that means okay, if I apply this in any column, it will apply to all the numbers which are typed in the column. But if I type something over here, it is not applying. So to apply in the entire column, what I have to do is control space bar. It will select the entire column. Control shift and exclamation. Now, if I type anything here, it will automatically convert into this same format. Isn't it interesting? Has to be. Ali. Next one is currency formatting. Okay. Now this is again important. Now you want rupee symbol in all these numbers. So control shift and dollar. So this is rupee. क्या था शॉर्टकट की? Anyone? What is the shortcut key? Hello.
Control Shift
Control one. Control one country.
Nine,
Change
nine,
that.
nine.
Sir,
Shweta, what you were saying something?
shift
सर एक
and
बार
drop.
रीड करना क्या कहा आपने?
मैंने पूछा
Shift and drop.
कि ये रुपी सिंबल कहाँ से आया, उसके शॉर्टकट की क्या है?
ओके
ओके नहीं, ओके थोड़ा ना है.
Shift and dollar.
कंट्रोल
Control
शिफ्ट
shift.
एंड डॉलर.
Dollar.
कंट्रोल शिफ्ट एंड डॉलर. So C plus S plus 4 basically. So 4 के ऊपर डॉलर है. So you can say it is control plus shift plus 4 or dollar. It will mean the same thing, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Now to apply date formatting, control shift and 5. I can say 5 also, I can say hash also. So if I want to apply date formatting, suppose I write today's date 18 10, sorry, 18 10 22. I want to change this format. Control shift and 5. Control shift and 5 or hash, sorry. So control shift or 3. It's not changing. Control shift and 3. Yes. So if you type any number and then you press control shift and hash key, it will change your date. What? Control plus shift plus 3 और 3 के ऊपर क्या है? Hash. What will it do? Suppose I write some number over here and I press control shift and 3, it will convert that into a date. But which date I don't know because it is binary number. So suppose I say 111. I just type 1 and I say control shift and 3. So 1 means in Excel it is 0101 1900 century. Okay. So now if I say 100 and control shift and 3, it is 4th April, 9th April 1900. So January to
Sir, can we
April,
change?
huh? 100 days. So
Yes.
so
First
so
January.
yeah, exactly. So 1st January 1900 is one number. So if you add 1000, it will calculate 3 years after that date. 1900 के 3 year ले जाएगा, ठीक है? So if I write 1000 and if I say control shift and hash, what I get is this. So if I write 10,000, what would I get? 1927. Me
Sir,
and
can we change that 18?
huh? Can we change that?
Sir, can we change that 18 and 2022 to the day, the format, sir? To date and month and year
Oh no,
using this
no,
format.
no. For use for with control shift and 3 you will not be able to. So what you'll have to do is control 1 you have to do and then you have to go to the date format and then from here you can change like in some other format. Control
Then,
1.
then, so then what the use of the shortcut, sir? By taking the random numbers and converting to the date.
Aha, there is no use as such. But what I can tell you that ki suppose you have some date. We have 18 plus 10 2000 22 this today days. I want to find out date which is plus 100 days from this date. So what will be the date if I do plus 100 to it? So it is not giving me any answer, right?
Yes.
It will not give me an answer. So how can I get a date which is after 100 days of this date? Or maybe 3 months, 90 days from this date.
To convert it again
You have to convert it
into date format.
into date format. Okay. So suppose this is a date, this is a date, and if I add these two date, will I get another date? No. As of now, I don't see any use, but definitely they should be used. Otherwise, there should not be any formula. So we will work. We will see what how it can be used. But it
Yes, sir.
was
We can use this formula, sir.
okay. Tell me.
Because sometimes what will happen when we take any data, the type date column is in number. You can convert into date by
Exactly. Yes.
control
Yes.
shift.
Yes. 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 So sometimes what happens is when you download any data, the date doesn't come in the date format. It comes into the number format. So if you want to convert the number format into date format, you can just do simply Control Shift and 3. It will convert into date. और ऐसा होता है. It is correct. ऐसा होता है. So sometimes you don't get the date into date. You get is as the number. So you can use this formula over there. Thank you for suggesting this, and I appreciate this. Okay. Next one is to apply percentage formatting. Okay. Now suppose you have calculated some percentages, like suppose a student has got 20, 30, 45, 65, 85 out of 100, out of 200, let's say. Okay. So 200 I want in all the cells. And if I divide this by this, I get the answer in decimal. Okay. I want to convert that into percentage. What should I do? Tell me now.
Control shift percent.
Control Shift and 5. Control Shift and percentage will change the decimal into a percentage. So in the formula, if you did not knew this, then what you could have done, what you had to do is into 100, multiply by 100, but again you will not get that percentage symbol. So then what you will do, you will, yeah, you will go to this percentage, you will click over here. But you don't have to give like do all this if you know the shortcut key. So that is the important of a shortcut key. Control Shift and 5 you press, you will get all these things into number. So control 4 will turn into rupee, control 3 will turn into a number, control 2 will into a day time, control 1 again back to normal, control Shift 5 with percentage. Okay, next is control Shift and key to place borders around the selected cell. Okay, I did not knew this. Control Shift and that is 6 number, control 6 and 7, sorry, control Shift and 7 is, will it place border? I don't think any border. Oh wow. Has it placed the outside border? Control Shift and 6. Control Shift and 7, sorry. Can you see? Hello? Control Shift and 7 is placing the border outside boundaries to these numbers. Okay. It is not creating a table, it is just creating a outside boundaries, borders. So suppose I write my name over here, Alok Sethi, and I press Control Shift and 7, it will appear in a border. Alt HOI will automatically adjust the width of the cell. Okay. Next is Control Shift and underscore to remove a border. Okay. So end will put a border and Control Shift and underscore will remove the border. C plus S plus end symbol to put a border. C plus S plus underscore to remove a border. You can try it together. Okay. I think this sheet is with everyone. Everyone has this Excel.
Yes, sir.
Those who are coming for the first time, is there anyone who is attending for the first time?
Yes, sir, it's me, Ruchika Bandar.
Yes, sir.
Ruchika, okay, Ruchika, yeah. I think you were there in the session today, Ruchika.
Yeah, I joined the group today and I was in the quiz. Yeah, I participated in the quiz.
Haha, you were the first or second. Which place you
Yeah,
got?
second.
Second. Second. Okay. And what do you
Yes,
do,
right.
Ruchika?
I work as a finance consultant. I'm
In.
a chartered accountant and work as a finance consultant with GT,
Okay, great.
uh,
GT.
Public Service Management Department here in Bhopal.
Bhopal. Okay, great.
Right.
Okay. So, were you there in the Power BI session today? No.
No, sir, I just missed it, sir.
Okay, you missed
I
it. Okay.
Yeah, I got confused with the date. I missed it.
Okay, no problem. I think it will be there in on the YouTube, so you will be able to see. I request everyone to see this session on Power BI. We conducted a webinar on Power BI, and you will be amazed to see how powerful Excel is. मतलब Excel जहाँ खत्म होता है वहाँ से Power BI शुरू होता है. So what I am teaching you is nothing as compared to what is there. But to reach there, this is necessary. So control
Right. So,
minus.
how can I have this Excel sheet?
You just drop me a message on my WhatsApp number, first private DM, direct message, and I will
Right.
share that with you because I already share this Excel with all in the group which you are a part of. But
Okay.
if you have joined today, so then
Yeah.
maybe I'll share it in the group itself, or I'll share it to you privately.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So control minus is to delete a row or column. Control spacebar is to select entire row that we know. Control shift spacebar is to select the entire workbook. So control shift and spacebar will select the entire workbook. I'll show it to you in this sheet. Control shift and spacebar will select the entire workbook. Control A basically selects and control shift will select the column, space shift will select the entire row. So you have to do it in two step basically. एक बार आपको कंट्रोल शिफ्ट दबाना पड़ेगा, शिफ्ट स्पेस बार दबाना पड़ेगा तो रो आ जाएगी. फिर उसके बाद कंट्रोल स्पेस बार दबाओगे तो पूरी शीट सेलेक्ट हो जाएगी.
But
ओके.
sir, control is also shortcut for
हाँ.
control A.
Yeah, control is there, control A is obviously there, but what happens is many people don't know that if you are in a particular range of cell and if you press control A, it will select that range only, that boundary only, it will not select the entire sheet. So again you have to press control A and then it will select the entire sheet. Okay. So then control home will redirect you to cell A1. I think that also people know. Control home से हम पहले cell पे आ जाते हैं. We come back to the beginning of the sheet. So I will show it here. Control home. I think my yes. Control home. So again from this also control home. It will take you to the first row. Okay. Then we were at here control home के बाद control shift tab, yes, to switch to previous workbook. So basically when we are having many multiple windows open, what we can how we can toggle, we can use control tab. So you can see on the screen that all my windows which are open, you can see all the windows which are open. Okay. So I am keeping the this alt key pressed and I am using the tab key. Now I will show you one more thing. Control Shift and Tab if you press. Sorry, Control Z I have to do. Shift Window Alt and Tab. Wait. I am just forgetting that shortcut key, but it gives a very good look when you do it. Control Shift or Tab again. Like window Tab Window. Yes, it is Window Tab. Window Tab. So when you press this key now on the Windows, it will show you all the sheets which are open. Okay, and this is a desktop view. So this is one desktop. You can have a second desktop which will not show anything. So in this, you will see that nothing is open, but actually you are working on the sheets. So वो कहाँ गए? So window and tab. So if you are playing any game and you don't want your boss to see it, what you can do is you can trick him. You can fool him basically. You can have multiple desktops and you can open any file and say, sir, I'm working on this file. But basically, you are chatting with your friends. Okay.
Sir, I hope your article is there.
Huh? Yeah.
I hope your article is
Exactly. So if the boss and article both are in the same batch, then it'll be difficult.
yes.
I basically don't teach all this in my class. I don't show all this trick, but it came to my mind, so I just thought, "Ki, let me show you." Okay, so this is Control Shift, Control Alt Tab you can do, and where were we actually? Yes, ha. So yes, Control Spacebar Home tab, Control Shift F to open the font menu under the font format. So Control Shift and F, if you press, what will happen? It will open the format cell function. So Control 1 जब हम दबाते हैं Control 1, तो क्या करता है? ये आपको बेसिकली फॉर्मेट सेल वाला ऐसे खुलता है, ठीक है? अभी यहाँ पे Control 1 दबाता हूँ. So it will open. But if you want to go to specifically font, I want to change the font color, font size, font style. Control Shift F दबा दो. So you'll become super normal person. Abnormal person you'll become in your office if you do use these tricks. डर जाएंगे लोग आपसे कि क्या है ये. So when I used to work in my during my articleship, I was fond of learning Excel, and I used to work really fast as compared to other people. So there was one chap, he's a good friend of mine. So he's like, yeah, Alok, you are hitting the key so fast ना, धुआं तो नहीं निकलेगा इसमें से कीबोर्ड में से. तो मैंने कहा डोंट वरी, नथिंग विल हैपन लाइक दिस. ठीक है. So you have to practice a lot. See, I've practiced over 10 years, and I it's the passion for learning and for Excel that allows me to experiment all this. I have not copied from any internet file and all. This is what I have designed myself. This shortcut, 100 shortcut keys, obviously with the help of some books and all, some references, but this is I have arranged in a particular manner myself. Okay, so coming back to Shift, Control and O to select the cell containing comments. Okay, now how to insert a comment and what is a comment basically? So Control, uh, I'll right click on this and I say new comment. So what will happen is it is taking some time. Yeah, so you will see one this box over here, and you can say to open font font format. Okay, and you say Control Enter. So what will happen is whenever you will put your mouse over here, whenever you will hover over here, it will show the comment. So when you are sending your Excel to someone, to some employee or to some client, and you want them to have some idea, but you don't want to write that, you can put a comment over here. Okay. So to remove a comment, you have to select the cell which are having comments. So suppose I will insert one more comment over here, and I don't remember the shortcut key, but there is shortcut key to insert comment also. So I will do it right now like this, and you'll say another comment. Control Enter. Okay. Now, if I want to see the cells which are containing comments, so I can say Control Shift O. Control Shift O. No cells were found. Why? It should show the cells which are having comments, but I don't know why it is not doing so. Control Shift O to select the cells containing comments. Control Shift O. Okay, let it be. I will just check it out and let you know okay, why actually this is not coming. So Control and drag and copy a cell to a duplicate worksheet. So suppose I want to take this cell, ठीक है? तो Control दबाया मैंने, इसको drag कर दिया. Okay, and I paste it over here, so it'll get copied. So you don't have to do control C control V, you can simply drag it and paste it. So अगर आप कंट्रोल के साथ दबाएंगे तो वो दोनों जगह रहेगा, अगर आप शिफ्ट के साथ दबा के ड्रैग करेंगे तो इट विल मूव. So if you want to move, so you will use shift key and the dragging part. If you want to copy paste, you will use control and dragging. Okay, so these are some very cool hacks which you can see in Excel. Control up arrow will take you to the topmost of the column, to the row. Control down arrow will take you to the last cell in the row, which is there. Control right arrow will take you to the last column, XFZ. It is the last column. And control and down arrow key will take you to the last row. So if someone asks you what how many rows are there in Excel, so it is 10,48,576. 10,48,576. And how many columns are there? So it is XFD. So number of column if you want to find out. So how will you find out number of columns? So there is a formula called column. Return the column number of a reference. So suppose I put this formula and reference is XFD, or reference is, I will select this cell only maybe. Enter. Okay, so this reference they have given कि XFD is the column, but it is not giving me the column number. There is some way to identify the column number also, but it is not used basically. Return the number of columns in the array. Okay. If you select the entire array, then it will show you the column number, how many columns are there. ठीक है, column function वैसे काम में आता है, but हाँ, you can find out in Google how many columns and rows are there. That doesn't make any difference. Okay, so I think today we'll stop here, because if I teach all, you will all go mad. You will not come to the class tomorrow. So control right, control left, control end. Go to the last cell of the workbook. Control end. If you press control end, it will take you to the last cell of the workbook. And control home, if you press, it will take you to the first cell. So home and end. Down arrow, right arrow, up arrow. So this is how you can toggle. How do you move from one sheet to another sheet? What is the shortcut key to move from one sheet to another sheet?
Control tab.
Control
Tab.
tab. No. Control tab will allow you to toggle between two Excel sheets. So I have two Excel sheets open. So if I'm pressing Control N, it will allow me to move from one sheet to another. Control page down is the shortcut key to move from one sheet to another sheet. Control page up and page down. And what if I want to select all the sheets? Control Shift and page up and page down. It will select all the sheets. Now what do I do after selecting? If I want to put some color. So now can you see that all my sheets are colored? Hello.
Yes.
So this is the things, these are the things that you can do together. Control shift and shortcut keys that we have seen today. So I think that is more than enough for the day. So how many shortcut keys basically we have done today? Let me just, control end is the last key that we did. We started with this yeah, from here. So if I count,
Almost 25.
yeah, 25 it is. So 25 keys in 60 minutes, it is like enough. So what is your homework for the day? Homework is you have to revise all the shortcut keys. Okay, so you have to steal time from the schedule. I know people are busy, they will not get time, but these are all basically excuses that we give to ourselves that we don't have time. Time is always there, it's all about priority. So what is more important to you? So if you consider that, yeah, I have paid my fees and I'm attending classes, if I don't revise I will not learn. And this is important at my work also. If I know all these shortcut keys, I will use them and I will save on time. So then basically you will open this and you will realize when you are commuting, when you are having your lunch, you can just keep your this thing in your mobile phone also. You can maybe click a screenshot of 10 and you can just scroll whenever you are talking some to someone or something like that. So there are multiple things that you can do. And to just narrate you one story about Dr. Abdul Kalam. Okay, so he how he utilized his time to the fullest. So whenever he was traveling and whenever he's like going somewhere, he always had a book with himself. So he used to read book. He used to have a notebook where he used to schedule his day, plan his day. So whenever he is like talking, going somewhere, traveling. So this